G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 22 of my piercing Blademaster playthrough with Stabatha. And this episode is going to be a little bit of a detour. I mentioned in the previous episode that I was going to kind of dip my toes into Elite and collect a certain helmet. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. Now, I don't care about quests here. I don't care about, well, pretty much anything. I'm here for Krieg, and that's it. So we are going to rush through here as quick as we can. Don't need to kill Kaizog, so I'm not going to step into Kaizog's house. Don't need to kill basically any of the various flavors of colored zombies for other quests. I'm here for Krieg and nothing else. So let's see if we can't blitz and or shadow strike our way through as much of this as we can, and we'll see kind of how fast we can speedrun Elite Warden Krieg, I guess. To be fair, I don't expect this is going to be particularly amazing fast, but it should be decently quick, I'd say. I could also have gone back to normal and just kind of poked my head into Forgotten Gods and got another movement rune. Or another movement skill from the runes, I should say. You can only have one rune. But yeah, I didn't do it. I actually don't expect that I will have much use for a third movement skill. Definitely could be useful. But whether or not it will be useful, who knows. I do like Aether Crystals though, so I'm going to stop for that. Now, I don't need any of the devotion shrines. I don't even really need this Riftgate, to be honest, so I'm not sure why I went sideways for that. But as it turns out, I did. Don't need to rescue that merchant, so sorry buddy, you get to stay in the cage. And I'm going to do something actually that I almost never do, because there's a bridge I can repair here. What do I need for this? 8 scrap, okay. I think I have repaired this bridge once in my 3,000 hours of Grim Dawn. I'm pretty sure I've repaired this bridge exactly one time and then never again. So this is going to be the second time. I'm pretty sure. There really is no need to repair this bridge ever. I've never repaired it in normal because you just don't have the scrap available when you get to it. Unless you're using scrap from your shared stash. So I've never done it. I did repair one time, I think in... Okay, I'm going to kill these. I think in an ultimate run, I decided I wanted to skip the cave, and I didn't need the devotion point, so I repaired the bridge. Honestly, I think now that we're skipping Elite, by the time you get there, you do, generally speaking, still need some devotion shrines. So, yeah, I just can't see any good reason to repair that bridge ever. You either need the devotion point, or you don't have the scrap. So, it just seems somewhat silly. This Riftgate has a fight, and, yep, you guys have fun with that. The Riftgate is swarming with enemies. And I'm just going to walk straight past it. Now, if I could remember to use the movement skills a little bit more, that would be great. I don't need to go into the docks here, so I'm not gonna. Oh, no, turns out... Nope, changed my mind. I was going to say turns out I will have to go in there because of the terrain, but no, actually, as it turns out, I can just go this way. So, welcome to the Burridge Estates, and yeah, we can just walk straight into Krieg's house. I do, obviously, still enjoy a good Aether Shard. That was not the guy that I wanted. There we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time, but I clicked in the wrong spot. Alright, so we are, what, 4-ish minutes into the video, and Act 1 is basically complete. It's not actually complete, but it's basically complete. Oh, that's not a door. Oh no. None of this stuff can actually hurt me, which is nice. Well, I guess it can hurt me, but it's very unlikely to actually kill me. I have unfortunately gone the wrong way there. I maybe wouldn't do quite so much running through things in Ultimate. I'd probably try and kill things more, but I don't think it matters here. Alright, so we can go around all this stuff. And are we there? I think we're there. Yep, here we go. Okay. One more area. Well, I think it's actually technically 3 more areas to get through. Don't need that rift gate, so I've kind of gone out of my way there. Not the end of the world, though. It's only a small detour. Give me something to... There we go. Okay, Devotion Shrine. I mean, it's kind of right there. I'm skipping it, but definitely could have gone and got it. I am going to do the Aether Crystals here, because I like Aether Crystals. This might save me some time later, maybe, who knows. Alright, let's see if I can't find something. No, there's not a soul in sight. Okay, I'm not going to do this totem. And you know I'm in a hurry if I'm skipping totems, because I do not skip totems. Or at least, usually. This place is actually, can be quite fun, if you're just going through it like this and not actually killing anything. If you turn around and go back, there is just hordes of enemies in that section. Alright. We are... Let me just close that. We are heading directly to Warden Krieg. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Do not do anything except Warden Krieg. Do not collect your 200 iron scrap. Krieg only. And this guy. This guy right here also needs to die. Actually, he probably didn't. He probably didn't. We could have just not killed him. I am going to go this way so I don't get tempted by the spider caves and the exalted stash that's in there. We're not here for spiders or exalted stashes. I say to remind myself to go and get Krieg. Okay. Don't need to... Ooh, crystals. Alright. I'm getting distracted, but it's for a very good cause. Aether crystals are always a good cause. Alright. And now we just, we walk in here. And we kill Krieg. Now, he should go down like a sack of potatoes very, very quickly. Yep, so true power, rarg. Down he goes. Alright. That's what we were actually here for. And all that stuff can... Ooh. Ooh, that is an increase in armor. Decrease in physique, but... Maybe. But I'm actually here for Krieg. Krieg is now dead, so we can see which quests are actually required. Oh no, I actually do have to kill Kaizog. Oh well, today I learned. Alright, Kaizog it is. I was pretty sure I could just walk straight in there, kill him, and be done. As it turns out, no. No. You cannot just walk in, kill him, and be done. Do I have to do... the Slith tunnels? I really hope not. I didn't think I did. We'll see, we'll see. I also thought that I could use evade mid-Shadow Strike to stop it. Alright, anyway, that's fine. We kill Kaizog, and now, yep, don't need any of that. Let's go see what quests I actually have to do. Now, I think I'm done at this point. Okay, I will speak to them. I am going to have to... Okay, I'm not doing your apprentice quest. I definitely don't have to do that one. I am going to have to do the Slith Tunnel as well. This may have been a mistake. It's alright, it's all in service of the Fettan mask. Was it? It's 6, I think. You know what? I'll take 8. I'm pretty sure it's 6. It's 5. 6 to repair the bridge, which I'm not doing. Okay. So 5 to repair this, then we can go in, zip our way through. You know, I could have been halfway to the Logorian by now. Right, no, it's fine, it's fine. +1 to all skills helmet. Worth getting, probably. Watch as I get this helmet, try to put it on, and realize that actually I need the resistances on the helmet I have. Just watch it happen. Alright, fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but it will just be the perfect icing on the cake if it does. Alright, this is pretty quick though. We can get through here relatively quickly. Old mate gets to die very, very quickly indeed. Totem? No, no totem. We're not doing totems. Okay. Alright, down he goes. Unyielding of conviction. That's a lot of Aether resistance. My chaos is actually decent. No, 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 no. We're not here for that. Okay, so now he should... Yep, there he goes. Alright, he's in the prison here. Inside the prison, let's go. Alright. I'm ready. Hangman's there. The Burridge Riftgate? Really? Oh dear. Alright, we got a little bit of a run. I should have just done this properly. That's alright. Won't take long to get there, probably. Assuming there's still some stuff not dead along the way that I can zip to. So shout out to the people who regularly skip all this stuff and knew the whole way that I was going to have to do it again. You should have told me. Why didn't you tell me? Okay, now that's fine. It's fine. All right, this is definitely going to be the last little, the last sidetrack. What is going on? My computer is chugging like you wouldn't believe. Should not do this. Okay, nearly there, nearly there. That's fine, nearly there. Give me something to zip to. That'll do. Okay, so I laughed at you guys on the way past. As it turns out, please die. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 heroes down. Alright, let's actually see if that was enough. I think it was. We'll see. Okay. I don't care about your questions anymore. Let's go actually get the thing that I was here for. A little bit of a detour. We'll need to do the trial in order to get the door to open, which is somewhat frustrating. What is this place? Yep. I'll take your challenge, no worries. No worries at all. Talk to Can, whatever her name is. Okay, and we've got a reflective enemy. That could be somewhat bad? No, that's fine. Okay. Which of the cults am I furthest behind on? I guess it's going to be Bismeal. Okay, I will speak to them. I think I have to join one. Before I do that, though, I do have a new weapon. Please tell me I had Whipline. Yes. Put you on there. And this is a main hand weapon. Okay. I didn't rescue the inventor, so we're instead going to make ourselves a new vicious, if I can spell vicious, new vicious spikes, so as I don't have to go back to ultimate or normal. And let's see if I can just walk out now. I think I have to join one of the cults. I do. Okay. Drieg is kind of here, and he's closest, but I think I need the Drieg reputation less than the others. Bismeal's quest is also the quickest. You know what? I'll take the quest. I can't remember if I need to actually have the quest or just have joined one of the cults before the door will open. There we go. Door's open. All right. Let's get it. 15 minutes into the video. I expected to be here after about 5. Anyway, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's actually a little bit frustrating, but it'll be okay. It'll be all right. Okay, nothing to zip to. There we go. Now the idea here again is just get through it. Don't care about any of this stuff. None of it needs to die in order to get the mask. It does help if you know where you're going, though. That is definitely true. I'll hit the rift gate. I'm pretty sure I won't need any of these. I don't think I need any quests in order to get to where I'm going. Fingers crossed I'm not wrong again. We'd never be wrong twice in one episode, surely. Okay, zip zap. That is the wrong way. I am looking, or at least I'm keeping my eye open for a one of the chests that has the Summon Kalagadra item in it. I don't expect that I'm going to find one, because there are many places where it can spawn. But it would be nice. Okay, here we go. Coming up on the Temple of Usia, which I don't have to do, because I'm not actually doing the Bismeal questline. I may come back later and do the Bismeal questline, but probably not. It is okay reputation, actually, to do the all the different quests. But I don't think I really need to do it, so I most likely will just farm the Abid ruins, or the ruins of Abid in Ultimate for my reputation, once I get to that point. Probably should have gone up there to check if the Kalagadra thing was there, but you know what? I didn't. And don't really mind. I'm skipping the Exalted Stash that I know exactly where it is. It's right down there. I guess we can kill you. You're worth reputation. There's a healer in the area, which is annoying. But it's going to be fine. No one to zip zap to. Should have called this guy Storm Spirit, actually. With all of the movement runes that are available. It would have been fitting. Alright. Dodging the Corvin Titanivore because we're not here for him. Instead, we're going to run straight up here. I'm going to kill this guy because he's here. And he's worth reputation, but mostly because he's here. Okay, we grab the Rift Gate, and then I think it's just around here. Just around here. And we are done. Okay. Someone at the Conclave of the Three would like to know about this. I'm sure they would, but we're going back to Ultimate. So back to ultimate, and let's go ahead and start. Alright, so we've made it to ultimate. Now let's have a look at the hat. So it requires level 75, so we've got one more level to go. I'm also going to have to make up for some piercing and some aether resistance, which I don't love. Actually, if I take that off, vitality will be fine because the vitality cap is from the component, but I'm also going to have some vitality res on the mask itself, so that's fine. Losing elemental, but this is okay. Even with no elemental, I'm still capped, so I'm actually going to gain elemental here. And I'm losing piercing, but again, I'm capped. So actually, I just need to come up with some aether resistance, and I'm 19% over on chaos, and I can drop a black tallow. So I can get another 16%, so that will be 75. I'll be capped. Yeah, it'll be fine. Beautiful. So I'm gaining +1 to all skills. I am losing some recharge time on Warcry. I'm losing a bunch of health, actually. I mean, it's not a perfect exchange, but it'll do. It'll do. All right. So we were up to the second half of Homestead. So let's head on over to Homestead. Definitely don't want to drop the black tallow just yet. I may do it anyway. I think I probably will do it anyway. As long as resistances are capped, it's fine. That 6% less damage from Chthonics probably doesn't matter. This is kind of a side grade, but I may end up swapping these in. Maybe. We'll see. I'll chuck those in the. I swear I'm going to use these later pile. Actually, these ones look way better. What is that? 101% resistance on those ones. Unfortunately, it's the wrong resistances, but you know, you win some, you lose some. We get some cunning. 2 more points here. I think it has to go into cadence. +4 here. Can I even get to? Hang on. I just want to check over here. How many skill points do I need in order to actually get to +5 targets? Ignore mastery skill limits. Okay. So we get 5 targets at 17 out of 12. So I need +5. All right. So I'm going to be 1 short to get a 5th target. And once I put the Fettan mask on, I can actually get a 5th target. Okay. That's good to know. It's good to know. Right, so we're heading out the right-hand side of Homestead. It's all chaos damage for a little while here. There will be obviously some poison, some fire, I guess. This frame rate lag is killing me. I don't know if it's going to show up in the recordings, but I keep getting little micro stutters in the screen. It's driving me nuts. Fingers crossed it doesn't show up in the recording. That would be very unfortunate. It's constant. Anyway, that's fine. You don't need to listen to me whinging about it. I guess I do need to talk to the Death Vigil guy. Was his name? Varuk. Master Varuk. I need to go and talk to him. And we'll pick up our quest here. I think the first one is for the 3 seals. Nope, it is the remains. Okay. I'll go get the remains. Hopefully I can find 3 chthonic seals of binding while I'm doing it. But if not, I'm pretty sure I have them in the bank. So that'll be fine as well. That was a waste of a perfectly good evade. I think it tried to evade onto the top of the bridge. Alright, so we're back in Ultimate. Game face back on. Serious face back on. We can't really just ignore things anymore and blitz past them. Okay, this looks promising for seals. Now, I don't need any of the MIs from here. So I probably could just turn that off and ignore it, but I am looking for chthonic seals of binding. I'm also on the lookout for Bolvar, because he is... There's one seal. He is a little rippy, and if he just kind of comes out of nowhere, then can be bad news bears time. Let's go back down here. I do have to get over there and get the farmers, but Malkadar's remains also something I need. Okay, here's my farmers. Okay, I let you out, guys. You can just, you know, walk out. I'm sure you'll be shot to pieces by Bolvar in like 3 seconds flat, but still, you could just walk out. Alright, where is Bolvar? Not playing with Kerman's idiots, so I don't technically have to kill him. But he does usually, maybe always, drop a chthonic seal. So that could be fun. Let's turn the loot off, I don't want to be buried in that sort of stuff. Okay, we got a purple here, we got 2 purples. Clairvoyance Wand and the Ice Scorn Talons. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use either of those. Scourge is not horrible, but also no. Gloves, these were the only ones that I would even consider using, and no. So grab all this. I am definitely going to sell this stuff. Alright, you... Nope, unfortunately didn't have a chthonic seal. How many have I got? I've got 1. I can't walk through walls either, which is somewhat frustrating. You don't have a yellow name, so you're not going to drop it. Okay, and we're going to tear through Bolvar pretty quickly. There he goes. No chthonic seal. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Hello there. Elemental and Chaos. Alright, let me... hold that thought, guys. I really wish I could find this when I'm playing a character that was, you know, would actually use it. Yeah, hold that thought. I want to go check my... Just gotta go change my pants real quick. Can I do this? Let's try that again as well. Everything is still capped except Aether. So if I swap the Black Tallow for an Aether Soul, that's going to put me at 79%. Okay. And then, this has no Aether resistance on it. And that's got actually not a huge amount of extra armor. I'd be losing 4% Phys Res. See, I said this when these pants, the Mistwalker leggings, when they dropped, I remember saying, it may not have been this playthrough, but I remember saying it somewhat recently, that those pants are a trap because you will never be able to take the dang things off. And here I am, trying to take them off, and I don't have the resistances to make it happen. So it's incredibly frustrating because I knew it was going to happen, and here I am. Yep, I've got 3. Okay, awesome. Here I am trying to take those pants off, and I just can't do it. Alright, we got some quests to turn in, so we'll go ahead and do that. I do think the boost from the Fettan mask is more important than 150 armor in one slot, in exchange for 4% physical resistance. So I'm going to not change the pants, and instead I'm going to change the helmet, because I did spend, you know, 20 minutes or whatever getting the helmet. And also, +1 to all skills is just really, really good. I do think that the +1 to all skills Fettan mask is the only reason anyone should ever go to Elite anymore. I'm really struggling to come up with something else. What are we up to here? Captain Soma, Ethereal Essence. Okay, so we need to go into the mine. So I'll just go and bash out the mine real quick. I am going to zip through this relatively quickly. I do obviously enjoy a good Aether Crystal, so I will be hitting the Aether Crystals on the way. But yeah, you absolutely can skip this quest as well. If you're playing along and you're on hardcore, then you may wish to skip this just because it's a little rippy. Let me just stand here on this somewhat safe spot, make sure my health bar is not moving, and then point out that this is a really nice helmet because look at all that chaos res. That's all. Just the chaos resistance. That's all I wanted to point out. Getting that helmet, the normal version of that, around level 30-ish when you get to Homestead is just an absolute godsend. Completely fixes your chaos resistances with one item. Between that and the metal, your chaos resistance problems are gone. You just don't have them anymore. Okay, got you. And I'm going to kill the crystal first. Noviria can go now. Okay, and we'll kill the big boy as well. Why not? Dodge the evade there. Eat the stun because why not? And I actually thought he was going to get me with that. Alright, you know what? I like fighting stuff. You guys are all worth reputation, so we'll go ahead and kill him. Definitely turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. And these big guys have way too much health, actually. Alright, Bartholem's Verdict and a whole bunch of iron bits in waiting. Eventually I'm going to make a build with that cleaver as well that just dropped. I'm going to come up here for the free dynamite. Right, let's grab all these. I probably should grab the, the quest item here. Warding of Scorched Ends. That could actually be a pretty good ring. Let me have a look here. Yeah, look at the resistances on that bad boy. If only that was Crunley's signet. Homestead is not where I wanted to go, actually, but seeing as how I'm here, let's go ahead and vendor some of these random greens. I don't think I want any of these. I will actually... very unlikely to be replacing those. Yeah, no. There's Bartholem's Verdict, for anyone who is interested in the stats on it. Bolvar's Grove, or Bolvar's Pendant of the Grove. Look at that healing. Every 5 seconds, basically, you're going to get healed for all that. No, 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 I don't need that. Okay, panic averted. I was thinking that was the Fettan mask. Should maybe look into getting a new belt. +1 soldier belt would be good. That's going to be Devil's Crossing. That's going to be hard to replace, though, the Aether Resistance. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's got more Aether Resistance on it. Okay, I'm going to make this decision in a little while here when I get to level 75, because I am definitely putting the Fettan mask on. And then I want to see if I can update any of my other gear. Do I have the dog tags? I didn't have the quest. I didn't save any up. Oh no. Oh, that's not cool. That's actually... That's not cool at all. Okay. Well, I need to go back through the Blood Grove then. Oh well. RIP this episode. That's 2 mistakes in 1 episode. That's absolutely inexcusable. I mean, it is what it is, right? We just go back and get them. And again, shout out to all the people who saw this coming. That does not include me. Okay, 1 insignia. There's another one over there. Everybody's dead except this one guy. So zipping around is not really something I can do that easily. There's another one over there. There's some dead people around here too, or some alive people, I should say. Poison Ring of the Drangul. I don't think that's going to be any good. It's a definite maybe. Still getting that that little stutter in the videos, or in the what do we call it? The frame rate lag or stuttering. Still getting that. It's incredibly frustrating. Okay, go turn this in. I'm still got to do... Actually, you know what? We've got to come back to turn in the Griver's Mill quest anyway. So I'll go ahead and do that. I am going to have to respec some points because I will need 4 points, I think, to go into that once I get this next level up. It's fine, we can go and do that later. I'm just going to not kill that Harbinger because I don't want to deal with it. Also, can you guys let me know in the comments if you're actually seeing the stuttering? I'll obviously watch the video back before I post it, but I'm curious to see if it shows up. It's actually incredibly annoying to play with. Okay, we got burning, and we got regenerating, and we got the Herald of Blazing Ends, which I'm not going to use. That's the offhand one, right? No, it's a one-handed mace with a meteor proc. Okay, well, that's a really nice stick, but I've got stabby sticks rather than bashy sticks. Alright, there's level 75. Let's clear out the mill here. Then I'm going to go do a gear swap. And I might end the episode there, actually, because this stuttering is killing me. Alright, you know what? I'll get to the top of Darkvale Gate, because otherwise I'm going to have to do this little section again. So we will skip a lot of this stuff, actually. Maybe I can just run over here and just get this on the map. I do want to kill everything. I do like totems. And getting this done does give me a reputation with Barahome and the Outcast and, you know, lots of things. Mark of the Forbidden, no. Maraban, no, we're not playing pets. Give me the blueprint. And I'll just grab, you know, everything. Worst case, it can all get turned into bits. And we'll run up the road. Why is there never anything to blitz to? This is why I really like the Vire's Might clones more than the Blitz and Shadow Strike clones when it comes to the movement runes. Alright, I don't need to deal with you guys. I will go and get the treasure trove, mostly just out of habit. I had a feeling he might have a chthonic seal. There we go. Got another one. Love to see it. Definitely want to get the treasure trove here. Free dynamite. Treasure trove potentially here. I'm going to leave that on the ground. Why not? Got a few things to kill. Alright, lovely jubbly. No treasure trove. Treasure trove here. Yes, there it is. Okay, we'll blow that up open. We've got, what do we got? Boogden Bloom, Wendigo Spirit. Okay, lovely. I probably should have picked up all that stuff while I was standing on top of it, but I didn't, so it can stay on the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and, you know what, I say never turn this on and then go fight Zarya, because you definitely want her to be the only thing you have to worry about. But I think it'll be okay. So she's down. Handguards of Perdition, the empowered ones. That's a triple rare, or at least a double rare. Alright, and we are done. Give me my loot. Stealth Jacket of the Blind Assassin. Okay, +2 to Veil Shadow. Very good. +2 to Night's Chill. Even better. That is a very large loss in armor. Resistance-wise, it's not too bad, but yeah, that's a definite no from me. So this is now 4 pieces of Perdition. If I wanted to go ahead and change or re-roll a couple of pieces, I could definitely have 4-piece Empowered Perdition. Level 65 armor, which is not ideal, but could be fine. Alright, what do we got here? We can turn some quests in Homestead, so let's go do that. Talk to Sergeant Sareve and Scoutmaster Lysel. Don't need you. Alright, so this is the mill. Lumber mill is now done. Getting Black Legion reputation, always good. Yes, here they are. Thank you very much. We are going to be vendoring pretty much all of this. Got some pretty good pet stuff there. Let's have a look at those boots. Where'd they go? Piercing an elemental with a ring of steel. It's actually not horrible. The downgrade in armor is too much, though. Okay. So, let's go ahead and chuck all this in the bank. Don't need you anymore. Can have you. Alright, and bingo, bango, bongo. There's my new hat. I definitely want more points in cunning. Definitely want points in here. So I'm still at +4 targets. Next level gets me more bleeding and more piercing damage, which is kind of whatever. Do I in fact want the 5th extra target? How often am I using it? That's the actual question. I definitely want as many points as I can get into Cadence. I want as many points as I can get into Deadly Momentum. I think I want to go and make the +1 Soldier Belt as well. At least a couple, see if I can do it. And I need an Aether Soul. So Aether Soul, need 1, 2 of those. There's my Aether Soul. Okay. And I can melt that helmet for the Prismatic Diamond. So we're good. And then... can I actually buy this? Devil's Girdle, not enough reputation. Okay, so I have to keep the Nightblade one for a little while. Chances of me getting the DC rep up here is very low. I'm probably not going to be killing any more Cronley's gang, so maybe they need to increase reputation gain for DC. But chances of that actually happening probably pretty low. Okay, so you can have that. I want to keep my item there. Put an Aether Soul on that. Cap, cap, cap. Everything is capped. Okay, beautiful. Now, what else can I do? Can I swap these gloves out? It is a bit of a downgrade in armor. Honestly, the Witch Blaze, I don't really care. The attack speed is the main thing I care about. Let's have a look. Lost a little bit of vitality. If I put the component on there, that'll be fine. Lost the Chaos Res, though. Okay, so no, I can't use those. Definitely can't afford to lose any Aether resistance on pants. Having said that, I can gain a little bit of armor in exchange for... Yeah, see, I don't think that's worth doing either. Alright, so we're not doing any of these then. Give me my add-on back there, please. There we go. Okay. That's fine. I wanted a merchant, actually, so we can vendor these. And that's, I think, pretty good. Now, the other thing I want to check while I'm busy doing checking things is I don't have the weapon pull skill from Juggernaut. So, what have we got? We've got 20, we've got 40, we've got 57. We have got 78. We have got 79. We've got 99% chance. If I add one skill point into one of these things, I think we'll be good. Now the question is, do I want the extra target on the AoE here? I don't think I do. I think I actually want to take 2 skill points out of that to put me back at 11. And I want to put them into cadence. So that's cadence maxed out as far as actual skill points. More points into fighting form. Yeah, it gets me a little bit of piercing damage. If I were to put 6 more points in here, I would get 1 additional target. But other than that, the flat bleeding is not worth putting points in for. And the small increase in percent piercing damage is not worth putting additional points in for. This is going to come down to, can I get that extra target? For which the answer is yes. I can easily. The question is it worth 6 points here rather than 3 additional levels towards Oleron's Rage? And I think the answer there is no. So I will probably just go towards Oleron's Rage now. I definitely want 1 point in Break Morale. Not for the Resistance Shred, which doesn't help us. The Disrupt target skills for 3 seconds allows you to... or not allows you, but if you have ranged enemies attacking you, say you have a skeleton warlock who's casting spells at you, if you yell at them, Break Morale applies, and they can't cast spells at you, they will instead walk towards you. So this is good for getting things to come towards you. Warcry, obviously, I mean, that is definitely something that I want 12 hard points in at some point. Maybe I do this next, but we will see. As far as +1 to soldier skills, I've got the amulet, I've got the helmet, I've got the relic. A +1 soldier's +1 soldier skill belt, I think, is the next thing that I kind of want. I could go and farm one back in normal difficulty, but I would need Aether. Like if I take this off, Aether and Chaos are now uncapped, so I definitely would need to get that. As far as this Wardstone goes, can I take that off? I can definitely... I can do it for sure. Bleeding at 79 instead of 80. Yeah, I kind of don't care about that. 1%. Not going to make or break. The other thing I could do is I could swap both of these soul shards for dust, corpse dust. That would put me just above the cap and would get me, I think, 8% more health. So that is something I could do. Apparently I've been running around without a component on my chest. So that's interesting. Usually someone would yell at me in the comments if it's been a while. I don't need a scaled hide. Maybe we just go ancient armor plate. There we go. Now that begs the next question as well. We've got spare scaled hides. Let's go see... Actually, I can just take it off, can't I? 86%. And I sold those pants. Okay, that's fine. Let's go see if 2 ancient armor plates is enough. I think I would need 7 in 7 points in Scars of Battle to actually make this happen. But let's go ahead and just see what happens. 92%. Okay, keep the item. Scaled hide. There we go. 100%. Then, of course, I was going to say I could take some points out of this, but actually I can't, so never mind. Alright, I think that's probably enough for this episode. I'm going to go see if I can't fix that frame rate stutter because it's driving me nuts. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's still watching this series. New series should be starting in the next couple of days, maybe a week. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.